This is a quick scope. And sorry if you hear the noise. It's air conditioning. It's hot as balls here. So, underscore MS Netta. Yes, I am cheap. Sandy's in the house. Thank you for being in here. Thank you, Ozzy Motivates. Marcel Andreas, do me a huge favor, guys, as you jump in here. I want to thank you. Hey, hey, Cam88. Marcel Andreas, good to see you, Marcel. Yes, I am cheap. Prince Von Askin, Comeback Trail is in the house. Man, it's like my family. It's like, no, you're good, man. It's like I had a family reunion, yo. I got Lo in here. I mean, this is great. This is awesome. I know you've been MIA, but you're working, man. You're grinding. What's good? I've been MIA myself. Catherine Style Storing is in the house. Check her out as well. Yes, I am cheap. Check Sandy stuff out. She does credit scopes and money-making scopes and Amazon. And, you know, she's paid off a bunch of debt like in 18 months. I'm just killing it. Oh, thank you so much, man. These aviators, I got them on Amazon. For real. So it's been really good. Getting stuff done. Yeah, everyone's just working, getting stuff done. I've been doing the same thing. I want to thank you guys for being in here. I'm going to try and make this quick because I know you guys are busy. I know it's your day. Hi, Lo. Good afternoon. Oh, so Sandy. So Sandy. Oh, Michigan spring game tonight. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Hey, happy birthday, Prince Von Askin, man. Happy birthday, my friend. I remember when I was 25, 16 years ago. Happy birthday, man. That's awesome. That's a beautiful thing, man. Every day that we're alive is a blessing. So I want to wish you a happy birthday, born day, whatever you want to call it. What's the gas prices looking like? They're not bad, man. They're not bad. About $2 a gallon to $2.50. You know, so they're not bad, man. They're not bad at all, gas prices. When you make so much money, the gas doesn't mean nothing to you. 204, when you're making so much money, I'm just saying generally. So your goal is to make so much money that you don't even care about the gas prices. You don't care about the price of blueberries and strawberries, right? All you're thinking about is, Future Sales Inc. Ignore. Oh, that's your brother. Okay. But that's the thing. That's the way I look at it. Guys, do me a huge favor. If you can invite your friends and followers into Scope, do me a huge favor. Invite your friends and followers into Scope. I really would appreciate that. You need so much money, you can start a bank. Exactly, man. Exactly. So just invite your friends and followers, swipe up, share the broadcast. I'm going to give you a quick message on Friday. Thank you, Marcel. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Prince Von Askin. Happy birthday to the birthday boy. About to get turned. What's my Snapchat name? Caesar Clark. It's the same. It's ebongeka. Yes, you do me a favor. You can follow me on Snap as well. It's the same as this is here, as my Twitter. Everything is uniform. So all my Snap, my Facebook, everything is ebongeka. ebongeka. You can both check that out on Snap as well. I snap stuff as well. I snap stuff, take some of my snaps, put it on Instagram. Some of the filter stuff. It looks great. You know, people like it. I'm getting a lot more, people checking it out. Thank you so much. Yes, I am Chief Sandy for sharing that. Yes, all your Snap stories lit. Yeah, sometimes they are. Sometimes I just go in, I have to only have 10 seconds. So I got to blah, 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 get it out, quickly. What's going on, Ram 130? Good to see you in here, boy. Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, man. Thank you, Sandy. I checked yours out too. All right, let me get to my message real quick. Let me tell you who I am, and then and go into my message. A lot of you guys, you guys are like family, so I've seen you guys a lot. Oh, you guys from Jamaica. Oh, that's awesome, man. You're feeling irie? You're feeling irie, man. You just came back. Have some ackee and salt fish. That is awesome, man. I grew up with a lot of Jamaicans in Toronto, in Canada. I grew up with a lot of them. So I used to speak patois a lot when I was a kid. So it's awesome. All right, guys, my name is ebongeka. I'm a CPA, Certified Public Accountant in the Washington, D.C. area. I'm also the author of the best-selling business book, Start Me Up, The No Business Plan, Business Plan. In addition to that, I'm the founder of Economics. We train people in leadership, corporate development. I also help entrepreneurs with their mission, their mindset, and their money. So it's a whole gamut of teaching and training around entrepreneurship and learning and leadership. And that's basically what we do. I got HB Handbags in the house. I got Don from Artistic Images who's jumped in the house. Don is a headshot photographer specialist. So if you're trying to get your job right, if you're trying to get your LinkedIn profile right, if you're trying to do stuff, copy for, good pictures for your site, anything else, that's what Don does. He snaps you right. Good packages. Go check him out. Who had got on your bracket? You know what, Astro? I made a mistake and I didn't fill out a bracket in time. So I'm kind of out. But either way, my bracket would have been messed up because I never would have picked Syracuse to go anywhere close to where they are today. I wouldn't have picked half of the teams, just looking at straight numbers. So, I mean, the number ones, of course, you can do chalk. But besides that, I saw Douglas jump in here. Thank you, Douglas, for jumping in here. HB Handbags jump in here. Thank you, Regulates. Thank you for jumping in here. Had to regulate. Sorry. All right. Good to see you here, Dawn. Tell Cynthia I said hi. She's awesome. I saw that. I had to jump on that. Quick scope. That's right. The synthesize. So let me tell you exactly what I want to talk about. I want to ask you guys a quick question. Number one's getting smashed. So you're right. You're right. Let me ask you a quick question. What is the difference? Thank you, Regulates. What is the difference between sight and vision? And that's what I wanted to show you the distinction tonight. So it's very simple principle. You got to remember this. Sight is something that everybody sees. Sight is something that you see. Sight is the obstacles that are in front of you. If you have an idea for a business, you start a package, you're trying to sell something, it's not working. You got people saying things to you, the synthesize. Oh, no problem, no problem. You got people saying stuff to you, telling you it's not going to work. They're telling you, don't worry, you should go get a job, go do this, go do that. People around you giving you advice of things that they've never done before. That's what sight is. Sight is things in the current. Sight is things in the present. Vision is seeing past that. If you're climbing a mountain, if you're going somewhere, vision is seeing what it looks like. Yourself in that place, the way you look, the way you're dressed, what car you're driving. When I wanted to play professional basketball, people weren't giving me an opportunity. I had to hustle and grind. I literally, you know how I ended up working on my vision? I told you guys this quick story. I'm graduating college. All my friends are getting jobs, becoming accountants, everything else. For me, I had to work on trying to get overseas. So instead of looking for a job, I got a job as a janitor. I was cleaning office buildings. Like the office buildings you see here, I was cleaning office buildings every single night. And at midnight, from midnight to 3 in the morning, I was making phone calls, right? Calling teams overseas. But let me tell you where the vision part comes in. Vision part is this. Every single night while I'm making phone calls, I'm watching MTV The Grind in Europe. You know how The Grind was in Europe? They used to have people dancing in front of the Eiffel Tower. They have people dancing in front of all these other things. I'm watching people dance in front of the Eiffel Tower. I'm watching Brooke Burke's Wild On. I'm watching Rick Steves going to Europe and going to Germany and going to France. And I'm telling myself every single time, every phone call I'm making, that I'm going to be going there sometime. I'm going to be living over in Europe. And so that's what my vision came from, right? So that's where my vision came from. And so every single time I kept looking at stuff like that. It was very, very important. Now, let me just give a quick shout out to Jan Trilliums. He decided to come out and say something like that. And look, tell you what, I guarantee you, if I came to your house, if I came to your city, you would be one of the poorest people among your friends. You'd be one of the poorest people among your situation. You're most likely working on hourly wage. It's okay. I have no problem with any of that stuff. But I want to remind you a simple principle. People who are doing stuff in life, who are killing it in life, they don't have time for hate. When you have hope in your life, you don't have time for hate. So I know people can block trolls. I want to address you full front. I have no problem saying any of that stuff. For you, my friend, it seems as if you have a problem. You're not happy with where you are. That's why I feel sorrow for you. I feel sorry for you because you're not happy where you are and you're living a life of negativity and you won't prosper. And I hope you do. I wish you well, my friend. So, with that being said, just to make this to bring it back to my point, there's a difference between right, sight and vision. Sight is something that you see in front of you, and despite evidence around you not looking the way you want it to be, right? Despite the evidence around you not looking the way you want it to be, your vision tells you that it's possible. Your vision tells you you will get there. Your vision tells you you will get that job, you'll get that money, you'll start that business, you'll get that car, whatever it is you're doing. That's what vision comes from, right? Oh, thank you, Regulates. And so, you know what? I have no problem with giving people business. Look. Let me go back to this. Let me just tell you about the troll stuff. Think about it. When you go look at someone's video on YouTube and you see someone put a negative comment, it's very simple. They don't put their real picture, right? You notice that. If they put their real picture, it's kind of fake, whatever else. If you dig deeper, they're not really on YouTube to learn. If they don't have a website, obviously, they're not happy where they are. Like, there are people in life who are trying to live a life of purpose and passion. They're honestly, just think about it. So initially, I want to go a little bit into troll thing. So look at it this way. Yeah, exactly. They're sabotagers, man. They're saboteurs. And they're not happy where they are. That's why that hate comes from. Exactly. They're looking for attention. That's where the hate comes from. So honestly, I feel sorry for them. They have no purpose. They wake up every morning and they are like a loose leaf in the wind. You know when you walk down the street and you see leaves being blown around on a windy day? That's how they are. So what the wind is, their emotions. They have no vision. They literally all they have is a sight just in front of them. And so the wind is the emotions. So every time they feel bad, they get brushed about. When they're happy for a while, and then they cycle, and then they become sad again. And then everything that happens around them dictates how they feel, how they act, how they behave, right? You guys are on here all grinders. You wouldn't be grinding, trying to make a living and trying to work hard if you really thought there was no use to anything. And so let's look at them. So when I see a troll come in and say stuff, I'm just saying that I really feel sorry for them, right? Exactly, LaTanya. Happy people don't behave that way. Like people who are rich, or even if you're poor. Like my mom, my mom raised 4 kids by herself. My mom was raising 4 kids by herself in public housing. She was happy, right? She had a happiness to her. Right? She had a sense. You go to the poorest villages. I've been to North Korea. I've been to other parts of Asia where people were poor. They were still happy every single day. So imagine that person living there, right? Barely eating and being happy. Look what level this person has to be at in order to behave this way. So for me, that's why I don't get upset. So initially, people will get upset and be like, "Oh, this guy's a troll. F them." But that's what they want you to do, and it doesn't affect me because that person can't affect my paper. That person can't affect my income level. They can't affect my ability to make money. They can't affect my shine. They can't affect anything. Every single time I get a hater, I'm making money. Every damn time. And that's why I look at it. So the more haters, the more money's coming in, because for them to hate me, there's going to be other people on the other side who are going to love what I'm doing and appreciate what I'm doing. So that's how I approach it. So when you got haters in your life, you should consider doing the same thing. You guys deserve more. You don't deserve, listen to all that nonsense. It doesn't matter. That person's not happy. They're going to go drink tonight. They're at home right now. They're going to somebody else to mess up their day. They get joy out of hurting others. You're not going to take my joy from me. So, thank you so much, man. Thank you to Synthesize. I do motivational speaking. Did a TEDx talk. I speak at conferences. I do keynotes, speak at leadership conferences as well. I'm doing a Cynthia Bazin conference. I'm doing a bunch of conferences later on. So I just want to remind you guys, there's 2 things I want to say. Yeah, exactly. The trolls on here, they want to be blocked because that's like, they want. Dr. Will's in the house. Check out Dr. Will. Dr. Will speaks. He's an amazing guy. I had a chance to meet him when he was in town here in D.C. An amazing, amazing guy. Thank you so much to Synthesize. I appreciate that. And the thing is, thank you so much, Sandy. So the thing I want to mention, the difference between vision, sight and vision. So a lot of people have sight. When you have a setback, when you have a challenge, when you're walking into a wall, that is sight. When you have haters, we have trolls, that is sight. The reason why that hater or that troll didn't affect me is because I have vision. I know where I'm going to be going, right? When you have a vision for your business, for your relationship, for your life, for anything you're doing today, if you have a vision for what's going on in your life, if you know what kind of car you want to drive, what kind of life you want to live, what kind of experiences you want to have, you do not, sight no longer is part of the equation. Sight is only short-term. Sight's only in the current status. Sight is only something that people who are uncommitted and unfocused will be talking about. Vision are for people who have a bigger goal, a big dream, a big reality, and they see what the top of the mountain looks like. There's a sense of visualization, which is part of vision. They can visualize what it's going to taste like, what it's going to look like. Every single person I've met who's made millions and millions of dollars, I'm part of a few groups here, a bunch of millionaires. Lo and I were out to dinner with some of them. And we were talking about the same things, the same books we read, right? They were literally talking about the importance of visualizing and seeing things before they appear. Because you know why you need to see vision? Because when you want to quit, when it's not working out, when you feel like, man, this sucks, when you feel like I want to give up, you want to give into your emotions, the vision reminds you why you got to keep going. You guys are all going to be millionaires. I can tell by your spirit and by what you're trying to do. All we need to do in general is to focus on one thing and then bring tremendous amounts of value. Amazing book that I just finished reading is called The Millionaire Fastlane by MJ DeMarco. Will knows him. He lives like down the street from Will in Phoenix, Arizona. And Dr. Will speaks. And it's having the idea that you can bring value to somebody. When you bring value to enough people, the universe and the marketplace will rain treasure on you. Right? And that's what you got to think about. So, again, the importance of having vision. People who succeed have vision. They're not stuck on sight. People who are wealthy, vision. People who, even charity, there's vision. Look at Bill Gates. Yeah, you see, like Dr. Will Speaks. Yeah, the Millionaire Fastlane. The author is Dr. Will Speaks' neighbor. Look at Bill Gates. Okay, look, I'm not talking about Microsoft. I'm talking about his foundation. Bill Gates, the Gates Foundation, is literally so close to eradicating polio and some other third world diseases. Why? Because 30 years ago, he had a vision that once Microsoft takes off, he's going to dedicate the rest of his life to eradicating illnesses that are debilitating to certain parts of the world. Vision, yes, vision is the key. Because if you had sight, all you're thinking about is the next software update. If you had sight, all you're thinking about is the next Windows phone that's garbage. You're thinking about Windows 10. You're thinking about all this stuff. Vision gets you past that. Vision gives you a reason to get up in the morning. It gives you a reason to fight. It gives you a reason to leave a legacy behind. You don't have to have $1 billion to be Bill Gates. You don't have to have 100 million. You don't even have to have $1 million. There are people in every city of the world who are changing lives because they have a vision to eradicate something, to change something, to leave a legacy. And they get they're memorialized, right? Execution gets worshipped because of that. People who have sight, they troll, they waste their time. It's 2:30 in the morning Eastern Standard Time and you got to troll. What are you doing with your life, right? So again, someone who's stuck in sight, they end up getting stuck and they turn around and go home. So when you have vision, you're on a mission. Exactly, because your vision is greater than where you are. Like just by definition, your vision is past. Your vision is past where you are. So if you're focused on that, you're focused on the future. You're focused on where you want to be, where you deserve to be. When you're thinking about sight, it's right in front of you. You can see it. And you can't get past that. Oh, thank you so much, LaTanya. I really appreciate you being on here. Oh, thank you so much to synthesize. I mean, like, my goal in life, let me tell you, be real clear. My goal in life is to leave a legacy. Part of it is to enrich and to empower people along my path through this world. I'm trying to be a better person every single day. I want to touch the lives of people as I go along the day as well. And I want you guys to literally get empowered and do things and leave and like be inspired. I get emails from people all over the world every single week and messages from people all over the world thanking me for something, things that I said I didn't even realize that I said, but that inspired them to do something different than they were going to do today. And so if I do that, I'm happy as hell. I'm the happiest dude in the world. Oh, thank you so much, Regulates, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, no time for negativity. Thank you for sharing it as well. Thanks for being in here. Guys, I said it was going to be a quick scope. I'm going to hold myself to it. I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. Be excited about what you have. Even if you're faced with challenges today, even if you have the shittiest day in the world, I want you to be inspired by what's going to be, right? I want you to be inspired by what can happen next. You have everything you need. You don't need to have that new computer. You don't need to have that new thing or that relationship. You have everything you need to live a life of purpose and passion and eventually prosperity. But if you don't believe that, you won't take that next step to get to that level. So I want to thank you guys. You guys are phenomenal. Go Starter Business has joined. I appreciate you for being in here. Thank you, Cam88. Hail to the victors. Dr. Daphne, thanks for being in here. Dr. Will Speaks, thanks for gracing with your presence. The Synthesize, I love it. Nate Dogg and Warren G at the Regulates. Thank you guys for being in here. Lo, I love you. You're phenomenal. Marcel Andreas over in Deutschland. Good to see you. Frugalenial. Thank you so much. Vision is greater than sight. That's right. SI Jax 27. Thanks for being in here as well. You guys are phenomenal. Sandy, yes, I am cheap. Off the charts. LaTanya, off the charts. Thanks for being in here. I want you guys get so excited. People start to call you obsessed. But yes, you've been like, yes, I am. I'm obsessed for greatness. Douglas, thanks for being in here. Nari Main, thanks for being in here. Jets fan, Brandon, good to see you, my buddy. I hope you're doing well, man. I'm excited about what you're up to, and I can't wait to see you as a pilot taking pictures and stuff. It's going to be phenomenal. You guys are phenomenal. I love you guys. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that, Jets fan. That's horrible, man. I'm really sorry about that. Jay Beasley, good to see you. Catch the replay. Be obsessed for greatness. You guys deserve everything. Jets fan, you got my condolences and my prayers. I'm thinking about you and your family.